Hello, 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 hello. Greetings. How are you? It's hurt so bad. How is everyone? I need to straighten my curtain. I need to change this curtain anyhow. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to one and all. Happy Sunday to one and all. I probably can do this one. Yes, it's back to school night tonight. What? Wait. Let's see that. It's back to school night and my phone is full. My phone is full and it's back to school now. Ooh, did that. Yes, family. Number trying come off the road, get the kid with eat Chinese food today. Because I had to go on the road today, do some errands. My eyelash itch. Do some errands and stuff, get the kids here home for tomorrow. And get with some water, get us some food in the house. And we got some watermelon at the store, guys. Ooh, that watermelon is sweet. So sweet. Like, yes, that watermelon is so sweet. Yes, we get some watermelon. So we're on the road today, not for long. And then we go get some antifreeze for the car till because the guy who was supposed to come and check the car out, he couldn't make it. He had an emergency. So he had to take care of that, which was very important. So yeah. So tomorrow I don't see let me see how that other time go for tomorrow. And then I went and get an oil change. Went to the store. I'm oil change place, get me some oil change and stuff. And that person was sweet to get me the oil change and stuff. So that was nice. That was very nice. Well, I've been since I have my car. I've been going there to get my oil change over the years. Over the few little years I've been driving. So, and guys, remember that document I told you? I don't tell you exactly what document it is, but it's a very important document. I had put it down and I couldn't find it. I could not find it, guys. Guess what happened? You girl find it today. I got up this morning and I got up early this morning, but then I had to go back to sleep because I was so sleepy. Because what happened was my little son wake me up this morning and he said, Mama, I um I am hungry. That means he want his bottle. So I end up fell asleep, made him get him something. And then I fell right back asleep and then somebody was on. So I was able to log in and let the person know I'm here, but I'm in the back. And then I fell asleep. And then when I got back up, I heard the music kept going the same way, and I said, okay, let me go check because I'm telling you, you sleep and you don't get adequate rest, guys. I'm telling you, man, it ain't normal. That worse than you losing a job when you don't get no sleep. It's worse than when you lose the job. You know, it's worse because your eyes that don't give you, man. I'm telling you. So I went back to sleep this morning and then get up back. And then when I get up back, I was able to I was able to do some quick little breakfast, just quick breakfast this morning and stuff. And then I said, you know what? Gotta get outside. And then I found out the weather was so beautiful. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get outside. Because if the weather is beautiful, plus tomorrow is that day for the kids to go back to school. So I'm saying, you know what? If tomorrow is the day to go back to school, and even though, the setbacks because somebody's supposed to come look at the car, things didn't work out that way, da da da, blah blah blah. But I refuse to let setbacks become my dish. I refuse. I tell myself that this is a year that the obstacles are gonna be there, the roadblocks are gonna be there, but this is a year I refuse to let those setbacks become my dish. It's not gonna be my dish. It's gonna be a part of the dish, but that part of the dish won't be eaten. You know what I mean? So I'm fighting through that. So I don't. It's like you said. I'm not eating no junk. I'm not eating no junk today. I'm not eating no junk. You had to fight that feeling because it's like you want ice cream and you're not supposed. You're on a diet. Like I bought some things here for so long and I haven't even take them yet. There's supposed to be some tea I had ordered. I had ordered off Amazon a while back. They come in here, 6 of them, but I haven't even tried them yet, so I gotta try them. They say it's any natural herbs in there. Shake well before each use. Take one drop fully daily in your mouth and swallow. Alternative drops can be added to water or juice. So you can add it to water or juice and keep away from heat, light, humidity to preserve freshness. Okay, yeah. So about these, this is for they say this is some form of tea that help with weight loss or whatever. But I haven't tried mine yet. So when I try it, I will give you the the scoops on it. It's 6 of them in here, but when I try it, I will definitely give you the scoop. It's 6 of them. The bottle is small though, so when I try, it's the bottle. So when I try it, I will let you know how it go first. I don't want to tell somebody something, and then I haven't tried it yet to know if it's gonna work or not. That means it's something I could share with my fans or my friends, my family. People who I know maybe want to be taken care of. That it's some natural herb like turmeric and stuff like that, but it's so I gotta do a little bit more research on it. I already ordered it, I got it, so it's sealed. So I just gotta do some more research on it and see how that. Yeah, so I wanna stack up on some more antifreeze because that antifreeze literally draining all the dimes out my pocket. But so another guys gave me his number today. I had the number before, but I kept saving the number. Some people give you a number, like if you're dealing with some business with them to check on something for you. I just store their number sometime, but you never used to call them by their name. You know who the person is, but it's never like you always call them by their name. So when you're saving their number, you say, "What should I call you?" And they say, "Oh, you could call me so and so." And then when you save the number in your phone, you're like, and they say, "Oh yeah, you were supposed to call me." I'm like, "Okay, what is your name again?" You know the person. Don't get me wrong. You just know the name, because that's not, you never normally call them by name. So they say tomorrow they will probably have me bring it. But if not, if so be the case, I might have to drop my son to school and probably by level something or so. After class is over, then I would have to pick him up so that he can have ample time to look at the car and see where is the leak coming from. But I change it all today, and changing your oil people make a whole lot of difference because the car was just going like somebody lick him up his head and he didn't want to move. And I crawl the car, yeah, crawl him in a 30-meter zone, 35, 30. That was the speed, 30, 35. And go about my business and get the oil change and run to the grocery shop, get some milk and stuff for the kids, yogurt and stuff like that. And Well, Smile with Basil, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I just finished in the kitchen. Oh, I see you'll be cooking. You'll be cooking. You ain't playing around here. You know what? I need to ask you, where do you get that bami from? Because I had send it to you, but I don't know if you had get a chance because I know how you go when you're busy. Huh? I'm like, where do you get bami from? Because I see you were frying bami and fish the other day. I'm like, ooh. So yes, I just do everything. But the guys who changed my oil today were so very sweet and everything. And then one of my old neighbor, I was heading down that side. So I called one of my old neighbor. He said, what you doing right now? I said, I'm actually on the way heading to go get some run some errands and stuff. He said, I need to get me a case of water because his car damaged. So I said, all right. He said, all right, when you're passing, drop by. So I dropped by, pick him up, and we go to the grocery shop. And then I took him to the oil shop with me. And so he said he get in a car. So he said, oh, okay, I will come up here and get my oil change and everything. So he can go there to go get his oil change and everything. And then they put a Lucas in my car, you know, and stuff. Oh, your brother brought it from Jamaica. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Basil, you're from Jamaica? That was nice. Yes, I see those Bamiyan fish and I'm like, oh my God, where did he get it? I literally on the, that video, I know I texted. I don't know if it went to, but I know I had say, where did you get that Bami? Because I'm like, I need to find out. Oh, okay. Okay. Which part of Jamaica you from, if you don't mind? You don't have to say like specific part. It could be say Manchester or Clarendon or Kingston or even everybody I know from here that are Jamaicans, they're mostly from Kingston or Montego Bay. And yeah, I know somebody here from Mandeville. Yeah. But the Abami looked so good that day. Looked so good. So yes, guys, today I get the hair done and everything. Oh, you're from oh, you're Kingstonian. Okay, Kingstonian. All right. I used to travel Kingston a lot too. I used to be in Kingston like every week, every weekend. Every weekend. And most time go down on a Sunday. Sunday after the event to go down. Yeah. So I get some things done, and as I said, is changing your oil in your car, man. It make a whole lot of different people. I'm telling you. You know, once your oil want to change, and let's say, for example, you don't get it right there and then. Well, big up yourself, Basil, and as love and respect, and your car running a certain way, but just getting the oil change, even though the problem not gonna go away because that's not really the number one issue, but also getting the oil change, it make a whole lot of difference. It's like you have your house and the junk and you feel stressed out and you just find the drive to just clean it up and then you feel so good. Same way with the car. When they say start the car up and I press it because they had to reset it. So when next time they said oil change, then it will tell me because that's what the car will tell me that the car need a change. You know, and they say, "Oh, your car need oil change, this that." So yeah, and then after I get the oil change, it felt way better, way better. So now we just have to find out where underneath the hood is leaking because it's really anybody use antifreeze. You know, antifreeze is not that cheap. Keshan Harvey, how are you? Say good night, happy Sunday. How are you doing, my sister? Good night. I'm doing good so far. A little bit kind of tired, but I'm doing good so far. How are you doing? How are you? You know, and thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate manners of and respect. You know, so making it make a difference, guys, when your car need to change, and you're having issues with it, especially if you are on a shoestring budget, and it all need to change. Just when you can get around to it. Even though I have backup oil in the car, because for me, I had two kids with me all the time, so I have to make sure that part of me is fully loaded there. You know. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Blessings as usual. Blessings. But I said, that's right. You have to maintain it so it be with you for a while. Yes, yes. This year gonna make 4 years now since I have a car and since I'm driving. So it's gonna make 4 years. So that's good. But it's just that at the time when I got that car, I really needed a car. You know, when you just get a job, but it's not in your location, and then with my kids at the time go here, go there. I have a slight leak myself, but I use a. So he put what he put in there now, Basil. He put the Lucas in there now. If you treat if you treat it as well, and the barley thing one, that one is good too. Because I be using a couple DIY in my car there. What? How you think that car be go? You know, but Basil, the money I spend on that car over the course of the little time I have it is going. September of this year is gonna make 4 years since I'm driving and stuff. I understand. Selena, the Celestial, they say hello, Queen. Hello before I head out. Blessings to you and everyone. Yes, greetings to you, my dear. Greetings. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? How are you today? Yes. So, but what do they call that one? The bar something. I know it's something about barley, something like that. It's a brand. You can go into any one of the store and check it out. That one can also help you with whatever leak. If it's just depending on where the leak is, and if it don't stop it, then you know so the issue is bigger. You know, but it will kind of temporarily put a halt on the leak. You know, so I tried it in mine, but the one that I had used recently was called. I didn't use the bar, and then a mechanic saw me pour it in the thing there, and he said, "No, you shouldn't use that one. That one is not that good." He said, "Next time get the bar." I normally get the bar, but this one that I got, I used it before and it was good. Because even at one point my car was smoking too, and I put some DIY in there, and it was able to, one size don't fit all family, but if you spend a lot of money into your old car that you have, and you're frustrated at this point now, then that's when I would say DIY. Till you can find it, till you can solve the problem, because you go stress still, you can't stress no more, and sometimes you pay somebody to fix it and the problem is not fixed. Something else may fix, but that's the main reason as to you take the car here or there may never get fixed. But at least it's still lasting around. So yeah, so that's good. That's the good part. So DIY only if there is no other way out for you at the time. It's like you're on a shoestring budget and you have to triumph until better can come. Then you have to do what you have to do. You know, it's not like they gonna recommend you to do it all the time, but they do work. The bar work. The one like they gave me the other day to it work. And sometimes some of them you have to use two twice, depending. Because I used one before and it stopped the leak. Smoking, my car was smoking. I get the bar brand, and that one slow it down, baby. I remember when every time I make a left turn, every time I used to make a left turn, I'm telling you, as soon as I make the left turn, that's when you see all the smoke. It's like you turn the axle like, all the smoke was right there looking out the back. I remember one day I was turning and the cop was right behind me turning. I'm telling you, God, man. First car, but I'm telling you, it taught me so much though, and that's the good part of you know anyone who becoming a new driver or so. Your first car, you're gonna spend more money into it, as opposed to, because not when I mean spend more money into it, it's like you have your first child, you give them everything until the second one come. You probably you have better care in everything now, because now that the first one had prepared you for how to navigate the second one or next time. I mean, what you need to do and all these things, and even buying a car as well. It will help you when you buy your first car and you weren't thinking about a lot of stuff. Then the first one is really gonna be the one that really give you the life lessons, because it's gonna teach you so much. Things gonna break down and you're not mechanically inclined, or you don't have the look of basic knowledge of it, but By then, every break it break down or so, you will learn. Because I remember the first time I got that car, it was in the shop for a whole month, and I had to call and say, "Why is my car in the shop for so long? You need to hold." I said, "No, but I need it to go to school. I need it and everything." And I remember I get it out the shop. I think the third in October of I think 2022, and I tried to get some gas in it. Put the gas in the car, and then the car would not start. I'm like, what? Put it back in the shop. They say it's a starter problem. Fix the starter. The car still shut off on me. And I said, but I fixed the starter, so why is it still shutting off on me? And that's the problem with used cars. Sometimes you never know, especially if you're new to buying cars. Sometimes you think you dot your I's and cross your T, but then if you don't do a thorough check of any car you're gonna buy, especially used vehicles, and you don't have no knowledge, and it's just you alone navigating. Because sometimes, to be honest, the people who are helping you navigating your way in buying your first dream this, dream that, sometimes they don't have no good intentions for you, and they will make you tug along, even though they have vast amount of knowledge to guide you, but they would rather see you struggle. You know what I mean? So you have to pay attention. Have to pay attention. But your first car will really give you vast amount of knowledge. Whether you had experience or you have basic knowledge of anything, it will start give you some. So we fixed the starter problem and everything, got new battery, everything. And man, I used to drive on the freeway then. And I remember one evening I got off work because I now I start Uber to work. And one evening I got off work after I got the car. I got off work and I'm driving on the freeway. Yeah, because the freeway was quicker for me to get to my son's school because at the time the deadline was 3 o'clock. So I used to basically like work part time at a school because I couldn't be there till school over. Some days is like if the kids didn't go to school, like they have a day off or whatever, then I was able to do a full day and so forth. But some days I couldn't. And I was on the freeway cruising. When I tell her, the car was riding so good, cruising, going, going, going. All of a sudden, I heard a that's the sound. Let me kind of tie it into welding. You ever see somebody welding something, you hear that nice that sound? That's what I'm here coming out from underneath the hood. And I'm like, that's not sound right. This sound like a something about to tear you apart. And anyway, I really think nothing of it because I had just get the car out the shop. So over the weekend, I went to the washer, took the car to the washer. Well, I mean, the washer go wash some clothes, not the car to the washer, but take the car. We go to the wash laundromat then. Okay, get me there good. Ready to go home that night. That car would not start up. The car had me and my kids stranded. But when I tell you people, God is real. I know. I remember this guy just come from out of nowhere and saw me looking at the hood and said, he said, I'm a mechanic too, but I'm just here watching up some clothes or something. And that man was just there helping us getting the car started or something. And then that man literally go underneath the bend down on the ground and looking up underneath the and at the time it was getting cold. It was a cold at that point, but it was getting cold. And he bent down and he looked up underneath and he said, you recently done any job to your car? I say yes. Hey Jace, you're not singing tonight. No, no, darling, no singing tonight. No singing. Thank you for stopping by. And he said, you recently did any work on your car? I say yes, I did the starter and the battery. He looked under there and he said that mechanic missed one of the bolt when he was doing some screwing back underneath, whatever. That's why the sound was behaving like that. So I had to call this mechanic and the mechanic come and check it out. He patched it up for me that night. So I was able to drive home because I was too far from home. I was like, at the time I wasn't living where I'm living now. At the time I was living down further. So it would be probably about 10 minutes away. And he said, just take your time and drive it home. And I mean, I'm telling you, when I just get the car, all these issues. And I had just paid money to fix this and this. And before, he wasn't having none of those problems. He was just having when you turn it off, then you turn it back on, he shut off. So we fixed it. Ooh. Call a mechanic, and the mechanic come and he said, girl, God must be on your side. I said, why you say that? This car could have killed you. He said, who did this? He said, this car could have literally, I mean, I was on the freeway, guys, and at this point, the speed limit on that freeway was what? I even forget the speed limit, but I was on the express lane. And I was doing like 80 on the freeway at this time because it was just so much time I have. Hello, hello, how are you, honestly love? How are you? Greetings. It was so much time I have at hand to make it from where I was coming from work to make it to my son's school. So by the time I get to my son's school, it would be like 2:55, 2:56, 2:57, 2:58, or 3 o'clock on the dot. That's the time I would make it there. Because when I leave the job, it's 2:30, rush hour. Rush hour, anybody rush hour. So the freeway would be the quickest way. And then after you come off the freeway now, then you have to deal with a lot of the lights and stuff. Man, it was so scary. I remember I'm on the freeway and I was calling. I called the mechanic, and the mechanic said, while you're on the freeway, tell me what the car is doing. Tell me exactly what the kind of sound you hear. Don't be afraid. Just tell me exactly what kind of sound. And I told him, and he said, all right, I need you to slow down. And he said, what was the speed you were going? And I told him, and he said, all right, then you need to slow down because that sound don't sound so right. It can be dangerous, so slow down. And I slowed down and everything. And I was going, but it was still scary. And then he said, all right, I won't be able to come and look on it until the weekend. He come and look at it. He said, girl, this car could have killed you. Because the person who did some fixing with the starter and whatever, I don't know nothing about garden. Mind you, I don't have a clue of garden. I first time driver. Never driven when I was in Jamaica. I used to run but never drive. Hey, I used to run, never drive. So, first time learning to drive and get my license right after I learned to drive, after I got my license, then I get the car after, shortly after, within the same time frame, you know. So man, but I'm telling you, when you get your first car, it's gonna teach you a whole lot. Your first car, and just remember, you just I would say do a lot of research because sometimes we anxious about stuff. Because I went to a couple of dealers at the time, but sometimes you just get like something decent. You don't have anything really to be up there. Yes, Basil. I mean, you don't really have in terms of money, depending on how your pocket was looking before. So, the anxiousness of you will lead you to get anything sometimes. And I was gonna slack in with a deal at the dealership, and then the person who was with me at the time was saying, "No, let me check somewhere where you could get one, so you don't have to worry." But I wish I had followed my first man because the way I spend money on this car, at the time I was gonna buy one of the same car, and the money that I spend on this car now, that's spending then. You see what I'm saying? And when I calculate all the money that I spend on this car over the little span I have it, that car that I could go save that money up and get me a brand new one. so so your car is straight? No, 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 it's not straight, but it's I'm telling you, Jesus is in that car, people. When I tell you God is in that car, he is in there, I swear. And then when you see the car, you will not think anything is wrong with the car because the body of the car looks so good. So good. You would not know something is wrong with that car. All you can remember is they either say somewhere pretty on the outside or hollow on the inside. That's the car. That's the car. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, some things are something else, man. But it taught me so much now that I can tell anybody who's in their first time trying to get a car. So do your research. And another thing also that I learned as well, Lady Jinx, how are you? Like, share, Miss Resilient Queen. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I enjoy. Greetings. How are you today? How are you? You must be tired. How are you today? But one lesson I have for everyone that are going to be into the market as a new driver and wish to get a car, start do your research ahead of time. Also check the facts for the car. Hello to each and every one. For anybody here, hello. Lady Jinx is saying hello. So thank you for stopping by, everyone. Appreciate. But if you're in the market as a new driver, you just learn to drive, you're anxious for a car, especially if your parents didn't have one or your cousin or whosoever, where you could sure say you could it's good. You're in the market for a used car, especially if you're not in the market for a used car. Make sure you do your check, do your research. Credit not credit karma, Carfax. Check with Carfax because these things I did. If I had known them then, I don't know. And the knowledge that I gain now, if I had known it then, the decision that I had taken then, I don't know if I would have taken it. You know what I mean? But you never know until you're in something, and that's one of the things we can't beat ourselves up much because it's when you're really in something you really know what is really there. I am good, just a bit sleepy, but need to work. Okay, yeah, I know you'll be sleepy. This morning I have you in the background and I fall asleep, and then I got up back and I sent you a text and I fall asleep. And then I got up back. I was so sleepy that my kids wake me up early this morning. But you know how it goes. You said you gotta work, so yes, money, that dime on the beat for the bills. But anybody is in the market for a car and you are a new driver, first time, never driven before, and you're in the market looking for anything, always do your research. Thank you so much, Lady Jinx. Thank you. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. Not a problem. Appreciate. Manners, love, and respect to everyone. Do your research. Check around and follow your mind. Because at the time the car I was gonna lock in on, it was something like the one I got, but it would be a different color and it will not have the amount of mileage also that I had with this one, even though it was much more affordable. But then all the money that I spent on that car, I could have got a decent car. Well, at the time, I wouldn't be able to get a decent car then. But all the money that I had plunged into that car after I got that car, ooh. And it's your first car, it's like your baby. Your first car is not like your baby, it's your baby. You go I change your tires. I order them on Black Friday. Change your tires because at the time when I got it, the tires, the mechanic look at it and say, yes, you're gonna need some tire change pretty soon. So I change the tires. When Black Friday come, I get the tires on deal. So somebody was gonna sell me some used tires for the same money. Appreciate la Lady Jinx. So the same money that someone was gonna sell me a used tire for, 4 used tires, I end up go on Black Friday. And when I know Black Friday was coming, I start look at tires. So I look at all season tires and put the one that I want because you have to know the kind of tire your car use. And I put it in a basket and stuff, and then I was working then, so I was able to put it in my basket, and I did not have to hesitate. But I'd make it stay there till Black Friday, and I was able to get those 4 tires for $400, as opposed to me buying 4 used tires for the same money. So I'm saying, so at least I get 4 brand new tires for the same money I would be paying for used tires. You see what I'm saying? So we have to also, yes, things may sound good to be true, but unless I when Black Friday come, I would say you might not see the big saving in some things, but some things you can, especially if you're in the market when it's on a regular basis, where you know you can shed a dollar. You can still have a dollar in your pocket. Yeah, I would say when Black Friday come, all the good things that you wanted, start to put them in your basket, closer down, so that when that day come, you will see when you go check your basket again, you will see a reduction in it, and then you will be able to say, all right, I feel like I'm comfortable enough to cash it out and cash it out. So that was good. That was good. So be in the market for a car is not going to be easy. And always make sure you have somebody credible with you, not just somebody want to see you thrive, but also want to see you fail, if that makes sense. It's like here and over here. You know, I mean, say always have to make sure you have somebody around you who have true intention. Gonna set you up for fail. Up movement TV, blessings, blessings. Hola, Sebastian. Hola, hola, hola. Gracias, gracias, gracias. How are you today, Sebastian? You know, so always make sure you do these things and check with Carfax and stuff like that. You know, because so many things you're gonna learn. Because and then another thing that I learned with my car as well. Um, my radiator. I was on the freeway the other time. I'm telling you, this girl is a God bless girl. You hear me? I was on the freeway driving to Randazzo. I forgot where Randazzo is. The one I was going to. I think it's on the east side or somewhere there. So I was driving there. This time I'm on the freeway. And before I come off the freeway, I see this unusual light. Man, you know, I'm a new driver at this point, but I'm on the freeway. I'm everywhere. So I'm driving to this place here to go because I need to go check something. Hi, how are you? How are you? APTYP, how are you? How are you? Greetings. And as soon as I was about to make my exit off the freeway, there was this unusual light. Up till now, I can't remember what kind of light that was, but it was just unusual light that come onto the dashboard. Okay, all right, you're good. All right, my love and respect. Thank you for stopping by. And as soon as I need to get off the freeway, I'm like, why does my car look like it's smoking? And it just start flashing, and then the decrease in speed now, and I realized I couldn't go the speed I was going at the same time. So I put my forward flasher on and cruise it to the place. And by the time I get there, the whole radiator was burst and everything. I'm like, when is that one thing? I was literally driving there to go. Somebody had told me they could. I think it was transmission I was going to check out because the transmission was a shifting. And man, it's another whole ball game. So, mind you, your girl working. So at this time, and I said, it's your new car, you do anything. Just like you have a first time and you have your baby, first child of yours, you buy him everything, whether he or she. Anybody know that? Know that. Same with a car. You're gonna pat that baby down. You're gonna make sure that baby's straight. Yes, yes. All right. Yes. Yes, APTYP. And thank you, Lady Jinx. And so as soon as I got there, I got out the car. Oh, they said, don't open the bonnet yet. Don't open the bonnet yet. Only to look and see pure smoke and heat coming from underneath the bonnet, the radiator. Randaz, they said they don't do that job. They had another Randaz place over the other side, but they didn't do that job. So guess what now? I'm all the way out there. So instead of me spending $2 here for what I was going for, I end up spending money for something else. Ansure, how are you? Greetings, sister. Greetings. How are you? So at this point now, I had just, yes, I remember this now. I had just got triple A for, I got triple A on the Thanksgiving when I become a new driver. I am good. I am good. How are you? I'm feeling much better, answering. And I got some of the medicine that you were telling me about, so I was able to use them. And one of my neighbors helped me out with the honey and stuff. So thank you so much for that. All right, appreciate you, answer and celery. So they said they can't do nothing about that. So they told me, I said, do you guys know anyone? They said you could call Triple A. I had just got Triple A, so I'm not synchronized into using Triple A yet because I'm a new driver still. Be careful with Sebastian. This person only looks for okay free views and subscriber. He return your subscription in 3 days. He never participate in the chat. He doesn't know the rules. Oh, okay, that's all right. Appreciate you, Dan. Appreciate you there. Denise, appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. So they said they haven't done that. So I had to be on the phone now calling Triple A. Good thing I had gotten Triple A. Yes, I got a moderator in there, Queen Ancillary. But with the moderators thing, it's messing up. I can't comment on nobody videos. I can't do a whole lot of stuff, you know. With when I put in the moderators, when I go on somebody I barely can comment. You know how many channel I've been on, like not comment. I can't comment. I just have to like the videos or stuff. So that's one of the reasons for that as well. But it's all good, you know. We appreciate and everyone just hopefully they do the right thing, you know, because we have exit as well peacefully. And so I had to call Triple A then, and then Triple A said to me that the mileage from where the car is for them to tow it now is gonna take me, because I wanted them to tow it to my house. They said it's gonna take me. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Dennis. Thank you, and thank you, Lady Jinx. Thanks to everyone as well. So the mileage, my triple A at the time, I think I have Supreme. What did I have at the time? Because you know they had different levels with triple A. I got one, but I don't remember what level was it, to be exact. Carmen Jackson, hi, hi, nice to see you. How are you? Greetings. How are you? Welcome. So at the time, as I said, it was I think a day after Thanksgiving. I went, I went to the place, but I got triple A on Thanksgiving, and then had to use it the following day, like a day or something like that. Yes, man. So when we call it, I asked if they know any tow truck company, and they gave me a number. Yes, Randall's was nice to give me tow trucking number, and they called for me, and they said there's a car here need to be towed, and then I called and they said where you want to take the car to. I said I gotta take it back home. And then luckily, as soon as the person get on the phone, let me tell you, God plan good people in your way. You see, as soon as the person get on the phone, and I say hello, and I say I'm looking for someone to transport my car, and they asked what location you were at that moment, and I told them and stuff. And then the person hear my voice, and the person go like this. Now he go from being the professional English speaking person to, oh, you're a yardie. And then he cross all of the Jamaican language, BM, 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 BBB, whatever. The BC, cause the BC, and he said, "Oh, you're a yardie man, okay." He said, Then he get back into the English. Oh, I should be there in about 15 to 30 minutes. Is that okay? Cause I'm on another run or whatever. So I just wanted to let you know ahead of time. So I've been there, and then he come. When I look, it's a yard man. It's a yardie there. Oh wow. Sorry about that, my love. Sorry about that. But hope all is well with you. All right. So you stay as much support as you can get. All right. So stay safe, my love. And as love and respect to you. All right. So he came and he was towing the truck, and you know people always put in the way to help you when you don't have no way out. Sometimes we think we don't have any way out. Somebody is always there to help us. Okay, this person I didn't even know who they are. This was a random place I'm going as a new driver to get the car sorted out. And things happen like that. Things take a toll. And he said, you know what? I know a shop on 8 Mile. I take your car there. We work with them and everything. And he gonna fix the radiator. Listen what this girl do. I tell you when you have your first child, what you do with them. You give them everything. Listen what this dub did. So I went there, and he talked to them so he could help me out a little, and he said to them that she have, so at least a radiator, something wrong with it. And they said okay, we can check it out for her, but she have to leave the car. So now he's gonna have to, while he going back in my direction, he gonna give me a ride back. Oh my god. But man, I pay a lot of money that day just to, because I had just had triple A, so the time span for everything to take effect was not in effect yet. because I had just had it Thanksgiving, and I think it's the following year. So I needed triple A. So triple A is very good to have at hand, guys. Even if you don't use it, have it at hand because you never know what can happen. And I do have insurance with roadside assistance, and I also have triple A just in case. You never know what can happen because it's once a year you pay triple A or so, I think. So always good to have it at hand. And then the longer the distance, the miles that they have to go, then the rest is going to be on you to pay depending on what part of triple A you have. So you'd have to, when you go apply for triple A, make sure you read to see which one is much more beneficial for you. Because it's just once a year you're going to, I think you pay those things. So yeah. So I'm telling you. And then it cost me so much, and then I was so bad at the time. Like, why they charge me so much, and I had just paid for triple A? They said, no, ma'am, the effect, because it has time span for everything to be in effect, and you just a new member, So that's why. And I said, wow. So I took it to the shop, and he told them what to check out that everything, and then they called me. They had my number now. Then the shop called me and they said, your rotor, something wrong with your rotor, and then some other things as well. So I told him, this is me like I'm rich. This is me like I'm rich people. You know what? Mind you, I'm a new driver. I'm foolish. I'm a duck now. Don't know nothing about car, right? Me not thinking that anything gonna be like, hey, you know what I mean? I'm thinking everything gonna be at the level. Wrong move. So when they talked to me now, I said, all right, this is what you guys do. Because the car was giving problem before, and I took it to somebody. They fixed the starter, they put the battery in, and they said everything was good. But the car kept leaving me a road. Leave me everywhere with me and my kids. So anyway, so at this point now, your poor girl become a rich girl. You hear me? Fix every single thing that you said something is wrong with. If you say your road, just give me a list of everything. I want to see what you said was wrong, and blah blah blah, etc. etc. When they done, they said, "Oh, it's gonna cost $1,300." I said, "Okay, man, yeah, I just get a decent little job." So yeah, all right. At this time, I said, "Okay." And they called me back again, and they said something else, and I said, "Okay." And at this time, the tires were already in the car because I had already purchased them off Amazon, not Amazon, Walmart. So the tires were in the car, and so I told him fix the tires as well. Do some stuff with that because the tires was gonna need changes as well. Man, I plunged so much money into that car, and at the time I didn't even know I had credit because at the time, I don't really think of credit then. So they run my credit check at the time, and I say, you know what? Because I had just get the job, but the amount of money, they say, all right, they make a suggestion. They say maybe we can get you into a financial institution that we have here. At the time, it was Synap, and they run it through and see that Synap was able to pay everything. I think pay majority of it, and then they ask how many times per week I get paid, so that the money would automatically come out when I get a paycheck and so forth. So, and I had 100 days to pay them back all that money. So, I was able at that time. Now, I was able at that time to say, okay, so the bill come up to 2,600, close to almost 700, almost 2,700. The bill came up to, and I was working, so I had just got a job, so most of that money that I was working at the time, it was a sweet for me because I had to put it in the car. So that the first chunk of the money. Then change the transmission again, and body change transmission before I know that whether I use or brand new or something, they ain't cheap, and plus it's not a cheap job to do. Get that done, still have issues. Work again, do so many things. You do tune up, you do all kind of stuff with it. And then when I got the car, I had see a slight crack in the windshield. And that's a ticket. You can get a ticket with a crack in the windshield. So with me now, and as I said, when you have your first baby, so if you're a new driver and you're talking to somebody who already have a car, We're talking somebody who never owned a car or anything, and you're a new driver. You're gonna take care of that baby like it's a baby, a baby, cause that's your baby. Yeah, you just that you don't can't talk to you, but that's your baby. So you're gonna put everything into that poor little baby. Poor little baby. It's your baby. You want him to look good. You know, you're happy. You're joyful. You're thankful. You buy your first car. Come on. That's the moon. You get your license. Ooh, that's the moon. Even though, the risk that come with everything. Risk come in everything. That's why it's a four-letter word. It come in everything. You know. So I did everything. So then the windshield had a slight crack. So I took it to a place and they changed the windshield for me. And then I asked them when they change it to tint the glasses. So they tinted for me because at the time I was wearing glasses and then the sun, I still wear glasses. And but the sun, sometimes my eyes hurt because of the sun and stuff. So they say one way to prevent that you can tint the glasses and then you can get a medical report or so if you want, as to why you have your glasses tint base. So I don't I think at the time when I tint mine, I don't have the dark tint, but I have enough tint. But if it's too sunny, you can see directly in the car. But if it's not sunny, you won't be able to. You know what I mean? Yes. So I got that tint and then I remember as a new driver when I tried to get my car tinted, they told me to go through this little thing. When you're a new driver and you know your mind and they said drive through here, I almost licked the garage. Because mind you, I'm a new driver, just get my license, everything, and you navigate in a car. But I'm telling you, I always say, God take the steering. But this is one advice to everybody. Yes, it's your first car, and that's why I respect the driving schools that I went to. They said buy your little hootie first as a new driver because one, you gotta learn the road with the car. You gotta learn to know if you're gonna bump into anything, knock anything over, so that mean if any little thing you don't waste so much money when you're a new driver. You get a little hootie or something. Well, I mean hootie, it might not be the ideal car that you want, but get something as a new driver just to get you by. When you learn in it and everything, then that's when you go ahead and go get your brand new car and everything. Because now you know how to navigate and maintain and all these things, especially in the summer. You see bad driving, wait till the summer. You better hurry up, get your hootie out the way. All you hear behind you is, and when you turn the lane, you cannot crawl. You have to go with the flow and all these things. So, so that's a thing I learned there that gotta be careful how you spend. You just spend. You gotta be careful because you can get caught up real quick in that spending. And then I'm buying everything, air freshener, this, that. I'm changing out this. I even go to the point where I go on Team and they have fan. I have one of the fan at the front now where you literally plug into the thing at the bottom there. And in the summer, if you don't want to use the AC, the fan work. So I get me one of those nice car fan there and I was able to have it. And I put one in the back for the kids. Ooh, that fan was gone the next day. The next day that fan was broken. And I'm like, I'm so sorry because the fan really blow out some nice air if you really need to cool off a little bit. If it get too hot, then it blow hot air. But when it, not so bad, the humidity is not so bad, you get, go and team you. And then I just stick it under there with the stick in glue that they give me. And yes, if anybody looking into that as well, you can go and team you and type in car fans and you have a bunch of them. I choose the one where the one I choose was the one like a phone, where you phone like a phone mount where you go up, you can turn around, rotate, or so forth. So if I don't want it in my face, I could turn it to here. I could flip it up in the air and turn it up like so. That's the one I have got, and it was maybe $15 or so. So it's not bad. So if you're looking, so that you don't have to use a lot of AC in the summer or so. Just to cool you off or so. And I think it would be good for like somebody who just mostly drive by themselves as well. You know what I mean? So you don't have to worry much about AC. Especially if you always go everywhere mostly by yourself or you have just one passenger in the car most time. Yeah, that would be good. Or if you have a thing at the back, you can buy one for the back so you can plug in there. The kids bash mine up. Never work again, so I gotta order one more. But I learned so much with the car and those. And then another thing I learned also, not because somebody said they will help you with everything, don't be naive. Because when you're a new driver, sometimes you're not thinking. You just want the things done. Yes, somebody said they can fix it, and you just say yes. You don't have no background check. You don't have nothing. You just say yes. You know what I mean? And whatever comes, you will just take. It's like you're hungry and somebody gives you some food, and you're like, I don't even know if this person washed their hand, but I'm so hungry. And it's when you don't eat the food, you realize you didn't even know. You start questioning yourself. It's too late. You eat already. But you learn, you gain lessons, you know. So I know the next time I get me another car now, which would be the second car, then I will have vast amount of experience now and stuff like that, you know. And then I have some good mechanic as well that told me, you know what, when you're driving the car, that's when you're gonna learn a lot about your car. You're gonna see, you're gonna hear different sounds, you gotta listen. You can't play your music on loud all the time. Sometimes you have to turn it off to drive and listen, because you want to know what's going on in the wood or so forth. Some places call it the bonnet, and we call it the hood over here. You know, so we want to know what's going on the under there and stuff like that. But any new drivers out there, pay close attention and make sure you don't get no car with no high mileage either. Stay away from those high mileage cars. That's another thing that happened to me too. You know, because when they send me the pictures of the car, and I'm like, whoa, the body of the car look good. But remember now, things can look good, but they hollow inside. So always remember that. Outward appearance can always very much appealing, but that don't set up nothing for inside. You know what I mean? Is when you have to deal with it now, then you're gonna realize that, okay, what did I miss? What was the red flag? What was the error? You might not see it till you're driving. You know what I mean? Some things you're not going to literally see until you are driving. So always have your mind up, have somebody credible around you that you can always trust, and start the research ahead. You know what I mean? And then one of the reasons why I didn't get a out of country car as well, which they say are much better, is because I heard they're much more expensive to fix because the parts they have to order from overseas as opposed to buying cars that are built here. So that's another reason. Because I used to Uber a lot, and for the week it wouldn't even make no sense at work because most of the money would go into Uber. I remember one day I Uber to the doctor's office. I had to Uber from my work to take the kids to the doctor in the doctor appointment. And then on our way, we had a snow blizzard. And when I was on my way, I get the call said I don't need to come today. And I had to turn around. So the Uber driver had to pull over on the side of the street and they can turn around with you in the car because originally they're supposed to let you off at your destination. So I'm saying, can you turn back and bring me home? He said you have to go upgrade your ride or something. And that ride cost me, I think, about $60 that day. I'm like, wow. And if you should see how close I was to home, and it cost me that much money. And I'm like, wow, these things add up quick. In a just two ride, you can spend almost $100 already. So nothing ain't cheap, family. So that's why when I look at the car, I say the car came in handy because then now when I get the car for a while, for about 6 months, this car was driving 6 months to about till last year. The car was driving, not last year, the year before. In 2022, yeah, the same year when I got the car. It was driving real good in terms of with the oil. So, because I only used to drive it to the park, to school, and back home, and to the grocery store, and to the laundromat. And if I have occasion of going somewhere, I don't just randomly get up. Because everybody will say, oh, you're going to go everywhere. I say, no, because I'm a new driver. I want to be able to learn the road first before I just jump and get up and go everywhere. Because that's one of the mistakes we make when we become drivers, new drivers on the road. We want to go everywhere because now we have a car, but we have to make sure that we are learning everything as we go along. As well, I was still watching YouTube videos and stuff like that to, help craft up some things as well that I couldn't digest at first. You know what I mean? And The car kept leaving me so many times. And then I started doing DoorDash with the car. That's when a lot of things. I started doing DoorDash at one point. While I was still working, I was doing DoorDash. I wanted to try it out and see how well I would do on my own. As a new driver, yes, I would do it DoorDash. That car I had to pull over so many times. I remember what they called. I said the car won't start. I was all on the freeway. I was coming from Pontiac one night, and I was literally, I don't know what I drive over, but those intersection with the V, they have the V thing like this, and if you drive in the middle of it, you're gonna hear the grid on your car. Right? So I'm a new driver. I'm wondering what was that going on underneath my car. So I put on my four-way flasher quickly. I'm not panicking. So I put my four-way flasher on quickly, and I was on the phone with a lady friend of mine, and I pulled over, put my four-way flasher on. Listen, on that freeway, when you park on the side of the freeway when something wrong with your car, man, you're just praying for that car to move off because the breeze from the other cars, they just swing your car. It just swing. That's how light these cars are when other cars are passing. That's when you realize, oh, you really drive fast when you're on a freeway. Because the speed at which those cars pass you, it breeze just that's how cars just pass you on the freeway. And at the time, it was just me and my children, and it was like about, I want to say about 7, 8 o'clock in the night. And at this time, it was coming down to the winter, so it getting darker. Yeah, and I'm telling you, and then I stood there for a while, and I'm saying, okay, maybe something, maybe because of the V sign, because when you drive to the far right lane, you gotta be careful because sometimes you're coming up onto a exit and it's not your exit. So then when you realize you might go over into that exit, 'cause remember you're a new driver, you haven't learned the road yet. You're learning as you go along. You have to drive to learn the road. Good thing nothing was really coming at the time. So I go get over on the grid when I realize I'm going that way and that's not the way I want to go. I was looking at the GPS. So I come in that V section there, I forgot what they call it. And I'm like, what? What on the car? Oh Lord, and then we pull over. The kid said, Bobby, what is that? I said, I don't know, baby, I don't know. But hopefully all is well. So we parked there for a little while. Scary, but it was scary because it was night underneath a bridge. I don't even remember what the name of the bridge was. But yeah, was doing it there. And then the lady was on the phone with me and she tried to pull off. When I tried to pull off, you should see how many cars. Shia, shia. That's how car was passing because it's a freeway, you know. And it was coming down to the Christmas. So it's extra busy then. And I managed to pull off and get on the freeway, get back on the freeway and put on my four-way flash and drive till I come up to the route I normally take to go to school, and I turn the GPS off. I say, okay, I know my way from here now. When you get to that place where you know your way, you say, yes, no longer have to hear the GPS. Turn you over here. You just turn him off and then you keep going. But before I turn my GPS off, I always look at the time they say I should arrive home. So even if I didn't use the GPS to arrive home from that part, because I always look to see where the map is going before too. So when I found that route and I know how to get from that route now to get home, because there's several ways to get home here. Several ways. Anywhere you go, several ways to get home. I'm just saying for the new driver, there are several ways to get to your house when using the GPS. So I was able to drive that route and then I felt comfortable and I go home and everything. Man, that car had me like I had a baby and I was in what they call it. When you go into that stressful mode after you have children, you go into the post depression and everything, the car had me in it. The car had me into that kind of depression. I remember I took a car somewhere and they might say, you probably like to spend money. Nothing wrong with the car, lady. But that was a good person. He said, nothing wrong with the car. They check it out. He said, you sure? I said, yes, nothing wrong with the car. So that's when I ease off spending money. Because at first, I'm telling you, anybody have their first child, your very first child in life? If they're young now, you ain't gonna see anything yet. till they probably about 6 months going. Then you gonna really understand. Same way with your car. The car gonna have you that post the pressure good. You hear me go. Everything start run through your head. Every single thing. How am I gonna get to work? Oh, I'm not driving it. And at one point, I parked the car for I think about 2 weeks, and I would not drive that car. Somebody had to literally come and look at it. Took me and them on the freeway and drive it on the freeway and said nothing wrong with the car. What's wrong with you? But that's the stress that come with you owning a car at first. It's same thing it come with house, it come with everything. Because you're spending money and then when things start to happen, you just go right into this state of my life. Why am I spending money when these things are falling apart? You know what I mean? But there are the lessons that's gonna really set us up for better. You know what I mean? It's like you see somebody start to elevate now, but if you should hear they tell their story, whether male or female, how they had to deal with these things. You probably don't see the behind the scene things, but you probably see just the appearance and how, well poised, elegant, and how things look just to accommodate everybody else. But you'll be surprised to see how things go when you're behind the scene. You know what I mean? It's never easy, one size fit all. But just when you have a car, man, and then afterward, one man, this car already have so many mileage. Just drive till you can't drive no more, and that's the person who kind of get that level of stress down for me. And you say, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, sister. I know safety is your utmost importance. Because when you have children and you're driving, you have your children in the car, safety should be paramount, utmost, very important. You know, and even if you don't have children in the car, it's not just about children, but you in the car. You know, your loved ones in the car, your friends in the car, everything. You have to make sure that level of security is in there, which is taking care of the car and knowing what's wrong. But when you knew you just get your license and the car is there, you don't know what nothing. Nothing don't be set you up for nothing. You gotta drive that car to know what's wrong with it. That car bipolar as soon as I get that car. Yay, but such is life though. But if I get another car, I don't know if all that money that I plunge in over the liquor course, I got it. If I would want to do that with another car, I always maintain my oil and everything, but I wouldn't think all this stuff that I was trying, this extra stuff that I was doing the first one. No, I don't think I would do some of the stuff, like tinting glass and all these things, for do all the extra stuff that's not really necessary. Just clean that bad boy out and make him freshen up. We can go Dollar Tree on these places, get nice air freshener and put them everywhere. I don't need to worry about too many this, too many that. You know what I mean? So that I can save money for when something really happened and you really need it. Like somebody say, "Oh, I think you might run out of this for a while. Wait till it run out, then I go fix it. Not just fix it right there and then let me use up the life that it have until then. And then you know what I mean? Not just change it because somebody say change because if it's not bothering you or so. But one of the thing I had to change on the car at that point also when I was driving as a new driver. Every time I was trying to take this route to work, it's a curve like, so it's like a whiny curve, like it just go like around. And the car, the direction I want the car to, it was going the other direction. So I had to call the mechanic and he said, I think that's easier. I think he said rotor or something like that. I don't remember which one do that. And then they told me again that when you're driving, sometimes you have to let go the steering and test your car every now and then. If your car keep driving in a straight line, then you don't need which one they say you don't need. I don't want to say, but if you know which one I'm talking, is it rotor or ball joint? Or I don't know what. I don't know. I don't remember which one, but it's one of these things where your car's supposed to, if you let go the steering wheel for a little while, it's supposed to go straight. So if it's shifting or so, something you're gonna need one of those parts on your car to be fixed. I think it was I don't know, but if anybody mechanic here and they know, when your car starts shift to one side when you want it to go the other direction and it's not going, or even if you're not a mechanic but you have knowledge now because you have, you use to cars by now or so. Yeah, because I'm telling you, it's not it's not easy family when you just have a car. It's like baby, just picture a baby, how you want to nurture the poor baby, you want to give that baby everything, you know what I mean, till when you realize so many things is happening, it's just like you can't. It's like you have a lot of people who have children and they give the kids up for adoption because some people really not built for these things. They just say, I can't. And instead of me having you and you struggling, it's but I couldn't give the car away because I needed this. I needed it. I needed it more than anything else. You know what I mean? But it's just, but it comes with a lot of lessons. It comes with so much to say that I need not to do something. Says I remember when I did this stuff and I called the person who had took me there that time, and I said to him, "Hey, I told him to fix some other stuff on the car." He said, you don't got no sense." He was there, trying to encourage me with stuff or something. And he said, "Hi, how are you? Poor love, how are you? How are you? Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for stopping by." But I'm telling you, man. He said, "You shouldn't have done those things. You should have wait." But as I said, when you have it's just like a baby and somebody telling you didn't have to do this, and you say, "Why they telling me to do this?" Da, 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 da. Yes, yes, man. All right, so you have okay. You have a good night. Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you? I'm doing good here. About to sign off in a few minutes here, and then go. I was just here talking about my car and the little stuff that goes with it. But family, we ain't gonna stay long. I just wanted to say to you guys that if you're a new driver and you're out there, do your research and don't be panicky as well. You have to face the fear of the road and everything, and always make sure you're checking your mirrors, your blind spot, and all these things, and don't itch up on anyone too close. What they call it, tailgating. Don't tailgate no one. You're a new driver, you know what I mean? You're just learning the road, and try not to get panicky of anything because sometimes those sirens as well. I remember one day a siren was coming in one of those emergency truck. They're coming, and they come, so they will be right beside you, and they just turn the siren on. Listen to me. Anybody ever been where a emergency vehicle coming, and you will see them at the back? They were good. They were cruising, and then all of a sudden they just put that siren on, and who get caught in it? You. Ooh wee. You have to be strong for the road because those things, especially if you're a new driver, it will scare you because you didn't expect it. Those things are a must because you learned about it. But then to experience it is a different feeling. You know what I mean? It's like you jump in your seat and nobody see you jumping, but you're literally jumping like, "Whoop." And at this point now you have to get into action to pull over because that's the law. You gotta pull over. You gotta completely come to a stop so they can go past to do what they gotta do because they have an emergency going to. But it's just the thought of them, put on it. Sometimes they will be behind you. I know they don't want to scare the traffic, it cause accident or so sometimes. But when they're trying to get out the window, it's like they have a last minute situation and they have to get there. So the longer they take not to scare anyone, they had to put it on. And you have to scoot over out their way right there and then. When I tell you at this time people have manners and respect to everyone, people have manners and respect. At this point, I was coming up Livernois one day, and that happened because there was a fire truck up on Livernois, and I was coming from that side, and the traffic was so thick coming on towards Magdalen in the valley from Michigan. We know exactly what I'm talking about by Livernois, and the truck was behind us, and then all of a sudden he just put this. Oh, I'm like, oh my god! Then everybody trying to scoot because now you have to look in your mirror to check which one of the lane the truck is in. Because you cannot be in that lane that the truck is in. You can get a ticket. You can have a fine for that. You have to clear that lane. That lane have to be completely cleared for any emergency vehicle to go through. So that's why you have to pull over to the soft shoulders to let them through. It's scary. And then sometimes some people see you moving over and they move at the same time because they panicky as well too. And that's how a lot of accidents sometimes can happen because with these things. But I think I heard on the news, I willing to stand correctly. I think I heard on the news one day this week that they're gonna try to come up with something to warn in the I think in the newer model cars that are coming in now. I think they said or something. I don't know. Is it in the newer model car or I don't remember. I would have to go listen it again. But it was one of these day. I was, like you're passing by your TV on and you hear something, but it's not like by the time you hear it, it was already just a brush you get. And it was saying something that they're gonna come up with this device or so. So I think it's a device where when there's an emergency or something, anywhere you at the alert drivers ahead of time, so that you don't have to scare anyone or so forth. So you could pull over. You have ample time to scoot over. So they will tell you within, I think, 100-yard radius or so. I don't remember. They were saying something. So if anybody hear that, you can always leave it in here or something. But that's what they said. Something like that they had said. You know, I had heard this. They say I'm cringing. So yes, so that would be good, and then you can get the alert and stuff. So that way it's easier. What I mean, all we have to do is just pay attention to the device in our cars and so forth. So when there's an emergency, we are being alerted instead of being just turn on the siren. Because when you close to the truck and the truck turned the siren on, I was close to it once when the truck turned the siren on, and it was kind of scary. I wasn't panicking or anything, but you make you jump, and that's when you can sometimes people can lose control because some people can have bad heart, struggling with your heart issues are so when the truck scare them too, they can lose to when car get out of control or anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, so family, we ain't gonna stay long, so thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate all of you, and I'm gonna go start out for bed. We already eat some Chinese food and stuff. So we're not gonna eat anything else tonight. We already eat Chinese food, eh? Yeah, eat some Chinese food. We were gonna have some me time, but no, not tonight. And then I get their hair done already, so they look nice for school tomorrow. Just have to get them up, feed them, so they can go school. You know what I mean? But I appreciate and thank you, Lady Jinx. Thank you so much with your team. Thank you so much. They are on Sundays, guys. If you want to check them out, they're on Sundays in the morning time. On Sundays around 8:30. I think 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Sorry, 9 o'clock. Girl, you need to go to your bed. You forget the time. 9 o'clock. So yeah. So you guys could check them out. Live music. They sing in there. Yeah, so I'm just writing on everyone so I can check them out. And then sometimes you can't find the channels either. You can just writing it down. I did a I did a I did a video. My eyes hurt. Oof. I did a video on Restream, and I don't know. They said they still working, probably looking at it. So you have a been post. I have to keep changing the the um the time on there. So let me see. I change the time on there because they said they still working on it. So I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. I'm just writing down the names so I can check them out. I'm not gonna check them tonight, but I'll check them. You'll get the message. I just hope I can find everyone. Trying to match your face. Match the face. If you guys are still here or so forth, you can always send me a message and I can just click on your channel. You don't have to watch a video, just send me a message and then I can just leave me a message and then I can get it quick and fast. My face hurt. You should see me driving out today looking like somebody knocked me up in the head. And then I'm learning the road as well because I'm the one who's going to teach my sons how to drive. I want to take that task on because I taught them how to walk, how to ride, everything. So I want to challenge myself with that as well. And then they're going to go to school as well. But I also want to challenge them in that arena as well. You know. I like when I learn something and I know how to master it. Because I'm not a scary person. So, I would want to teach that to my young boys so they can learn. That mean if any little thing and I'm becoming an old lady. If they wish, cause you never know what your kid's gonna do. But if they wish to drive me some to the doctor, so then I know, yeah, I'm good. So that's the purpose of me. That's the purpose of me teaching them to drive. You're a soul, of course you should come. Besides, what else are you to do? You're fighting now. Means you pretty much have to die in battle. It needs to be devastatingly painful. Otherwise, you don't get into the armor. My plan? What about all right, so poor love being me. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you, Lady Jean. Lady Jean, thank you so much. She have a live stream where she do music on Sundays, guys, at 9 o'clock in the morning. I think it's what Eastern time. Eastern time is like Michigan time. So 9 o'clock. Yes, 9 o'clock Eastern time, Michigan time, guys. So yes, you could check that out. Guys, they have beautiful music going on there. So poor love, thank you so much for being here. And Dane's Guru, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate. I will have to check you guys out. So if you guys are still here, don't mind. Don't be afraid. Just send me a message. You don't have to watch a video. You just click in, just send me type your name so I can go check it out as well. Because sometimes you can't find your name, find the person, especially if you never use the person's face. So look at the person's face here. Carmen Jackson, thank you so much. Ansel Ray, thank you so much. She Ansel Ray there, she do here tutorial and she does the ambient music in the morning time. But Ansel, I don't know if you're still here. I don't know what time in the morning time she does hers, but you could check her channel out there. Check everybody channel out here so you can see what everybody is doing. Everyone can check each other so you can see APT UP, or is it UP or PY? TY. Let me check that again. Hold on. My eyes hurt so bad. Wait. Why am I looking at it? I'll see. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Just making sure I get that name correct. Oh, ATPY. Okay, it's a Y. Until you write your own handwriting and you're like, what is that? That's me. All right, so thank you so much, APTYP Thank you so much for stopping by. Sebastian, thank you as well for stopping by. And Up Movement TV, bless up my brother, bless up every time. What is on my nose? I'm out. The world smile with Basil. Yes, Basil, we all smiling. Blessing, man. And he be cooking up a storm over there too, guys. He's not afraid to be cooking. He's the man that love cooking. So go check his channel out there. And Jace, big up to Jace. Jace have a channel, guys. Everybody here have a channel. Selena the Celestial, she do cards reading. So if anybody wanna check that out. You feel free to do so. Keshana Harvey, thank you for your support. I don't think they have a channel, but she have a post anything like a video of her ain't doing anything, so yes, I check it out. All right, so thank you guys for being here, and I will check you guys out as well. All right, and Lady Drinks, thank you so much. Thank you with your team over here today. Thank you so much. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming through. And honestly, love, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you, my sister. So until then, guys, you have a blessed night. Back to school tomorrow, so I gotta go get some rest. All right, my eyes hurt too. Have a good night, family. Bye.